Hello, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers. This is your tarot and oracle reading for the week ahead whenever you're finding this. If you're watching along as I post because you're subscribed, this is for the week of November 25th through December 1st, 2024. You had 2 cards come out. We have the full moon in Scorpio. It's time to release negativity. And the new moon in Leo. Confidence is your key to success. Absolutely. It's all about confidence, baby. I can't sing. I'm recovering from illness. She was a confident lady. Yeah, guys, this is the time to wear your heart on your sleeve. This is message has been coming through for all the air signs, actually, this week. Wear your heart on your sleeve and be confident in what you're doing. Nobody on this planet knows what they're doing. Okay, if you look at these big CEOs who are in charge of so much, if you look at these famous people who are so successful, if you look at the teachers of the world, nobody knows what they're doing. We're all just making this stuff up, guys. For real. You know, one day, and ask anybody who has a few decades on them, okay? They will tell you, like, I feel like a 15-year-old, mentally, spiritually, emotionally. I don't know how I have the responsibility of a household, of children, of a business, of this, of that. It's crazy. Nobody has that level of like, I absolutely know what I'm doing. And like, yeah, like, no. You just wake up one day and suddenly you find yourself with all of this like power and responsibility. And you're like, how the heck did I get here? You know? So yeah, keep that in mind, guys. Everything's made up. Like, you can actually do anything you want on this planet, I assure you. You know? I don't know how to articulate that in the way that like it will really sink into your bones though, because I feel like that's what you need. It's like, you may have always, for example, like let's just say, you always had this dream, this vision of like just writing a book. And you look at authors as these people who know what they're talking about and like they're so expert in their field and blah, 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 blah. And it's like, you can get started right now, even if you feel like you have no idea what you're talking about or no idea what you're doing. Just start the research process. Just start doing it. Those people, when they were writing their first book, they had no idea what they were doing. They had to figure it out as they went along. You know, when people start these huge CEOs and businesses, they didn't know what was going on. They didn't come out the womb knowing how to run an LLC. No, they didn't come out the womb knowing how to format a book. No, do whatever you want. We have fulfillment. Exactly. It is time for you to eat the peaches of life and really, really do what you want in life. It's time to let go of any limiting beliefs or just this subconscious belief within yourself that certain areas of life, certain realities that you dream of are inaccessible to you because it's not true. You could do anything. Anything. You could be the change that you want to see in the world. We have romance as well. Okay, Aquarius, this reading's all over the place. I love it. We got this sweet peach under the full moon, and we got romance. Okay, some of y'all are getting yours. I see how it is. Yes. Wow. This is a great week for romance, obviously. For partnerships, relationships, there could be some significant, fulfilling developments there. But also, I'm seeing when it comes to your own life's goal, own life's reality, there's some beautiful, fulfilling stories and chapters opening up for you. Very stunning. I'm getting the vision here. Some Aquariuses, you are starting some form of collective change. Now, this won't apply to everybody, but for some of you, like you could be starting a charity. Somebody here may be starting a charity or some sort of collective community effort to change the community. Like, because you're starting to wake up. What I'm feeling for everyone, you are starting to wake up to your abilities as a co-creator of this reality. And like, I don't know how to describe it. It's just a feeling that's going to come from like deep within your bones of like, I really can just wake up one day and decide to change the world. I really can just wake up one day and decide to change my own life and my own reality. You know, like some of you guys may be finding yourself more and more into, like, drawn to positions of leadership. And like I said, there's a few people here watching where it's like you are making the decision to start some sort of group or charity or community or collective that will really make an impactful change on where you live. So that is beautiful. We have the 5 of Pentacles upright. Yes, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. I'm making the change now. You know, I don't know how to describe this. And some people, you know, they may have some pushback to this story, but I gotta tell you a story. I suffered on and off with depression for the longest time. And one day I just woke up and I was so sick and tired of being depressed that I just made the decision right then and there that I'm done being depressed. And that was it. I stopped being depressed. I don't know how to describe that in a way that makes sense logically, because that does not make sense logically. You know, like one day I just woke up and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to be a YouTuber. That's my new reality now. And I started making YouTube videos. You know, it's hard if you if you haven't experienced something quite like that, but like you have to realize your own power. You have the power of God, of universe, of spirit, because you are that. Okay? And the world around you is just a reflection of your own energies. Therefore, you have the power to literally change the world and change your own reality. I don't know how else to put it. Like, you're waking up to that knowledge a lot this week. The world, exactly. Exactly. Being hatched. A lot of Aquarians, you know, this won't apply for you because you're already watching a tarot reading. You're already here. But a lot of Aquarians who maybe have not done as much soul searching as you have thus far are definitely having some spiritual awakenings right now. I feel that. Some pretty big spiritual awakenings all across the globe. I feel that for Aquarius. Actually, that lines up too. We have Pluto in Aquarius, just moved into Aquarius. Waking up and becoming more conscious, breaking out of the matrix and realizing like, oh, I don't have to just go along with what everyone and everything's been telling me. Like, we are truly just on this planet, this rock that's floating through outer space. Everything is made up. The borders of countries are made up. Languages are made up. Who we give fame and fortune to is made up. You know, all of the fields, all the different careers, they're just made up. People just made them up. You know? I don't know how to describe it. It's just something you have to feel. Everything is made up, therefore I can make up my own reality. You know, I think a lot of people put down imagination and they say it's childish or there's nothing real about imagination. But first off, your imagination is portals. It's a portal into other dimensions, other realities. If you can imagine a 5-headed dragon, that 5-headed dragon exists somewhere. Otherwise, you would not be able to imagine it. It may exist in an alternate reality. It may exist on another planet. You know, but it exists because you would not be able to perceive it because all that is the truth. And that's it. Your imagination is a portal into other realms. And with that imagination, you can use your imagination as a tool to dream a new life into vision for you. You can quantum leap into new realities. This ability is accessible to everyone. And you're waking up to that and learning how to use it. A lot of you are becoming very conscious on how to use that. Some of you guys may even be like consuming, like reading, listening to materials that will teach you how to do this. We have the Queen of Cups in reverse. This Queen of Cups has been sneaking into everyone's reading. Queens in general in reverse. This week, almost every sign had a queen in reverse. Pay attention to your mothers, family members, anybody in your life. There's, man, in the collective right now, man, this week, last week, people are just not being patient with family anymore. I see a lot of people really standing up to their family this week and really saying enough is enough. You cannot emotionally manipulate me. You cannot project your own insecurities onto me. You cannot come at me with these ridiculous political beliefs and expect me to still respect you. I've been feeling that in the collective so strongly these past 2 weeks. And again, that's a side effect of Pluto moving into Aquarius. Politics, way of thinking, it becomes much more polarized. You maybe could have been fine putting up with people who had vastly different belief systems from you, and you still can. But when those belief systems don't respect other people, that's what becomes polarizing, And also pay attention to this behavior within yourself. If you find yourself with younger generations, with older generations, with your peers, saying you should do this, you should do that, and you don't let people make their own bad decisions, you don't respect them. Because the key essence of respect itself is saying you have autonomy. And if you want to use your free will and your autonomy to ruin your life, that's on you. I'm not going to try to change you. I'll give you my opinion. I'll tell you what you should do. I'll give you my help. I'll give you my love. But I'm not going to try to change you. That is respect. That is respect. When you have a parent who's saying, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that, you shouldn't marry that person, you should go on this career, whatever, they don't respect you. That's not respect. And same exact thing if you're doing that to your own children. I don't care how old they are. I don't care if they're like 12 years old. They're not your property. They're their own person. And you're your own person. And your parents are your own person. Or their own person. That's the gift of life. We all are granted with free will and autonomy. So when you really, truly respect that within other people, and you only surround yourself with people who respect that within you, who so much, like you really start to feel love in a healthy way for everyone and everything. It's so crazy. And I'm seeing you do that this week. Okay? Try to do that this week. Knight of Swords. This has also been sneaking into everyone's readings. Times are just moving by fast. Situations in your life are developing quickly. Okay? Excitingly. Any ideas or projects or visions that you have started working on right now, it's taking off very, very quickly. Life is moving very quickly in a positive direction. We have the Hermit in reverse. I'd rather be alone than surrounded by people who don't respect me. That's what just came to mind. Like that saying, clairaudiently, just popped into my mind with this card. I'd rather be by myself. Or what's that Kurt Cobain quote? I'd rather be hated for what I am than loved for what I'm not. Wise man. R.I.P. Queen of Swords in reverse, right underneath the Queen of Cups in reverse as your final card out. Wow. The divine feminine energies in your life. You have sisters, a mother, female cousins, friends, whatever. Whoo! They may be sharp-tongued this week. Maybe having a lot of opinions. And as I said, protect yourself from that. Know your autonomy, know your free will. And also, don't become this yourself. Because Queen of Swords in reverse, that is your card. Avoid cult-like thinking. Avoid being dogmatic. And I want to say this, even if you are very progressive and open-minded, you can still be dogmatic in your beliefs. If you have a kid, for example, let's just say you're a very free-thinking liberal. If that kid wants to grow up and go to church and listen to Taylor Swift, let them. That's who they want to be. And vice versa, it doesn't matter. Let people be who they are, as long as they don't disrespect others. Once the disrespect starts happening, meaning they're trying to control other people, or project their, opinions and beliefs, I get frustrated that you're not doing what they want you to do, that's when you start setting boundaries and walking away. But if they're not doing that and they're just being who they want to be, you shouldn't be doing that either. Let's all just respect each other. We don't have to like each other. I don't like a lot of people in the world, but as long as you respect them, it should be fine. I don't respect people who don't respect others, though. And I think you should not do that either. Save your disrespect for the people who disrespect you. That's what I would say. And when they can finally start showing up in a world where they're not trying to control others, then fine, you earn my respect back. I see you taking on that approach. Very interesting week. Wow. Wake up call, Aquarius. The universe is waking you up, making you more and more aware, more and more conscious of what's going on in this world and why this world exists. And there's a little bit of love. There's a little bit of romance. There's a little bit of fulfillment coming through as well. I love it. Thank you so much for joining me. Definitely watch for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs to get the fullest overview of this week ahead. Like this video, comment how it resonates down below, and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. If you want a personal reading with me one-on-one, the link to that is always in the description box, spiritpsychic.org. I also offer my intention oils there, shamanic life coaching sessions there, as well as my online tarot reading course, so check it out. Bye-bye.